As I discussed with you earlier this week, we made a commitment to do as much work as we could get done this week. We've answered the call of the governor for special session. The priority of this week was a cigarette tax that we would put towards a vote. Today, I'm here to tell you that House Republicans we have our members lined up to support this measure on the floor vote. However, we do not have the commitment or confirmation from the minority Democratic Party of the House that they will deliver 75% of their caucus to pass this measure for health care in the state of Oklahoma. Unfortunately, by not acting on this measure this week, we will lose $21 million of collections. But House Republicans still stand ready today to reconvene, to vote on this measure and pass it to the Senate, where it can still be ratified this week by the legislature, and we can capture that $21 million for health care throughout the state of Oklahoma, which affects our hospitals, our nursing homes, and other critical care infrastructure of the state of Oklahoma throughout the state, in everyone's district in the House of Representatives. Once again, the court has made it very clear that under State Question 640, that this is a measure that has to pass the House of Representatives and the Senate by a 75% affirmative vote. That would require 76 votes total in the House of Representatives. House Republicans today are ready to go in and vote on this measure, and we will provide at least 75% of our caucus members voting for this measure, and we would call on House Democrats to meet us on the same pro rata ratio. If they will deliver 75% of their caucus, we can pass this measure today. Until that time that there's an agreement, we have made the decision to adjourn to the call of the chair. We are no longer going to be incurring any costs to the taxpayers of Oklahoma in this special session. We will continue to work as legislators on the issues that we need to address this budget hole and within the call of the governor's call for special session. However, it will not cost the taxpayers any dollars. We remain committed to being here at the Capitol, working in our working groups, working with the Senate and the governor's office on a plan that will address the other measures within the governor's call. And once a plan is identified and agreed upon, we will reconvene and move that plan forward.
So to be clear, what the House Republican Caucus is doing today, we have adjourned to a call of the chair. We are available to come in this afternoon. We are available to come in on Saturday. We are available to come in on Friday. We're available to come in on Sunday. What we will not do is continue to spend $30,000 a day of taxpayer money without an agreement. What will continue to happen is committees will continue to meet without members getting per diem, without having the entire caucus in. We will continue negotiations with the governor and the Senate and with the minority party, and we will try to reach an agreement that can pass. We are disappointed that the Democratic caucus made it clear they would not deliver their votes on a pro rata basis for the cigarette tax, but we have heard them. They've decided that's not something they're going to support at this time. In that case, what we have to do is be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. It is not fair that the citizens of the state of Oklahoma pay $30,000 a day for us to address something other than the budget shortfall. So to be clear as to what is happening, we can come back at any time. We are available this afternoon to come back in, and if an agreement is reached. When I left this Capitol yesterday evening, the only two cars still in the parking lot were the speakers and Chairman Wallace. There may have been senators on the other side, but the work will continue to be done, ladies and gentlemen. The hard work to find an agreement for the citizens of the state of Oklahoma will continue to be done, but we are not going to spend $30,000 of taxpayer money to do something other than fix the budget. So at this time, the Republican caucus is adjourning the House to a call of the chair, which can be brought back in at any time, and we will continue diligently working to solve this agreement in an agreeable manner with the House and the Senate and the governor.
We've had multiple meetings with the Senate and the governor's office throughout the summer and throughout even up to the call that was made, and even since the call has been made. We will be meeting with them again this afternoon at the latest. And we have not taken anything off the table. We are looking to find consensus for this special session. What is important to us is the state of Oklahoma and the people within it. Our caucus had a very lengthy meeting yesterday. We discussed everything, and we sought to find out where those things that our caucus would support. We will continue to work with the Senate and the governor, along with all members of the House, to find that balance and find that plan to address the issues before us that we've got called in on the special session. It's important to us as a chamber, as the House, not to continue to incur great significant costs on a daily basis to the taxpayers of Oklahoma until we have that agreed upon plan in which we can come back and act on at that time. We just came out of a regular session where we did adjust GPT on legacy wells. It took away some tax deductions. You know, we've hit the oil and gas industry $250 million. We've hit wind as well last session and others. There's what we contemplate and what we discuss in our caucus on this matter is what the people of Oklahoma, from what our constituents are saying about it, but also we see a great recovery in that sector too. And we want to make sure we have a very practical, a reasonable, realistic approach to that issue to make sure that we don't stop job creation in the state of Oklahoma, which aids in the economic recovery for our state. I tell you what, we're not waiting. In fact, we're ready to go vote on the cigarette tax right now and deliver the votes that the Republicans need to deliver to pass this issue. We're talking about 3 agencies that have been impacted by the high court's decision. We could fix that right now. We just need a commitment from the minority party in the House of Representatives that they will put 22 votes on the board for it. We're not asking them to deliver a higher percentage than we're asking of our members, but we can walk right back in there, reconvene, vote on this. It can go to the Senate and they can have it first reading today. First reading today, and they can vote on it Friday. It can be on the governor's desk and signed Saturday, and this is taken care of. Then we can come back, work on the plan to address teacher pay, the other measures that are in the call. But we can do this today. We are prepared to do this today. We need bipartisan support of the minority caucus of the House, and this is done.